Copper. So, come here. Come on, come here. Come here. Up. Up. Come on. Up. Come on. Hello, big boy.
Oh, hello. Your nose is cold. Your nose is very cold.
Copper. So, you having a sleep, baby? I'm interested in the fire, buddy. Hmm? Hmm? Nice and warm next to the fire. Hmm?
Excuse me. Papa. Stop eating the bug. Come up. This way. Keep coming.
You going, big boy?
You got a cold nose, but you got your PJs on tonight. You get cold nose. Lay down. Good boy.
This is our big sook.
Needs his PJs on tonight. He was cold last night.
Fire's just there, so it's nice and warm here. She's just soaking. The old Sally girl over here, she loves the cold.
Yeah, she's staying away from the fire.
You don't want to be next to fire, Bubba. Coat's too thick.
Too dirty.
Look at this big sook.
It's my baby. Got a cold nose. Oh, you gotta get comfy, do you?
Hello, buddy. Say hello to everyone. Say hello.
Hello. Pretty boy.
What's that? Oh. What's that? Anyways, we're watching a bit of bush tally tonight. We're here tomorrow still. Tomorrow night, yeah. Where are we again? Mataranka. So, at the Mataranka Caravan Park. We're here for one more night. We got done some washing today and went down to the thermal pool, so you guys will see that in one of the upcoming videos. Just enjoying the nice warm fire tonight. It was a bit cold last night, hence the reason why we got the fire going tonight. Yeah, got the Jenny going, topping up the batteries because the fuse went today and didn't flick it back on, so we didn't get any solar today. That's alright, the Jenny's going now. They allowed generators here. Our Jenny's pretty quiet, and we're quite a bit of a distance away from everyone. But Kimberly's whipped up a, what have you got going?
I've got a half leg of lamb roasting with some veggies.
Sounds bloody good to me. Anyways, we're here watching a bit of bush telly.
Fresh sheets to go to bed in.
Yeah, we did some washing today as well. All the sheets and everything. My hair's getting like super long at the moment, so due for a haircut soon. Yeah, we did some washing today as well. Washed all our clothes while we're here. Take advantage of the washing machines. When you're travelling full time, we can do washing on the road with the little hand spin washing machine, but
Can't do our sheets and
it's
towels.
only good for like jocks and socks and pants and t-shirts and stuff like that. So when we get to a caravan park and we have coins, we take advantage of the washing machines. That's just one privilege that we don't have in the caravan, unfortunately.
That and a flushing toilet.
That and a flushing toilet. We do have a toilet, but obviously once it fills up, we're going to dump it out. But yeah. Anyways, we've been on the road for
51 days.
51 days today. Well, that's crazy. Time's flown by.
Probably more than that actually, because that's just from when we started going north. We did, what, 2 weeks?
Yeah,
before
2
that?
weeks now beforehand.
So 65 days.
Yeah, probably a total of, close to 2 months now.
Over.
Over 2 months, yeah. Crazy. Don't regret it at all. It's been awesome so far.
Can't say I miss work at all. I've been doing this forever.
Yeah. As long as we keep working while we're travelling, yeah, we could do this forever, really. But we do have a house back home that we brought just before we left, and we're currently renting it out at the moment. So I'm looking forward to getting back to that and then doing some stuff to the house. And yeah, see what happens from there. We sold the boat. Yeah, it was ages ago before we even started the trip. We also sold the canopy and the rooftop tent, because we were originally going to do a show in the rooftop tent and the canopy, but yeah, we thought if we're doing this full time, we might as well go something a little bit comfier. I got problems with my back, Kim's got problems with her back. I got problems with my ankles, my knees, all the good stuff from the army as well, so shout out infantry if you want to go join the army. But anyways, yeah.
Enjoying the luxury of the caravan. Queen bed every night.
Yeah, we are pretty spoiled with Queen bed, Queen Island bed, and everything else, so.
Bathroom that you don't have to then walk through the dirt to go to bed.
Yeah, we originally had a King's hot system for the outdoor shower, and we had a 100-litre water tank strapped in between the back of the cab and the canopy. Well, it was bolted in actually, so, and then I just had a 12-volt pump. Still can definitely do that as well, there's nothing wrong with that at all. Just chuck down a floor because you will get muddy feet in a lot of areas. But yeah, it's a luxury having a caravan. Even though it's only quite small, it's still a good luxury. A little bit more pricey on the fuel economy wise, but the money you're not spending to stay at places definitely makes up for it anyway. So the money that you could be spending at staying at caravan parks and stuff like that, you don't need it when you have the caravan. You can stay in a lot more good places. So I guess it balances itself out over time. We are pretty good fuel economy wise. We probably only use average 15 litres per 100 kilometres. Yeah, sit at 90 kilometres an hour and we're on pretty good fuel economy. Sit at about 1500 revs.
We're the worst nightmare to anyone in a hurry.
Yeah. At the end of the day, we're in no rush, so 90 kilometres an hour is plenty. But yeah, when we had the canopy and rooftop tent on it, probably doing close to 14 litres anyway, so, and with the 100-litre water tank, so, but the caravan has wheels and has bearings obviously, so really you're only pulling the ball weight, which is about 180 to 200 kilos, which is what about the canopy was anyway, so actually getting very similar fuel economy with a 14-foot caravan versus the canopy and rooftop tent. The rooftop tent was about 80 kilos and the canopy was probably 200, and then the water tank was another 100 litres, so another 100 kilos again, so yeah, we're probably carrying about 600 kilos altogether in the back of the canopy and a rooftop tent. maybe 600 kilos, maybe even 650 by the time we stock up food and everything. So yeah, the caravan's 2.8 fully loaded, full water tanks, everything. We don't travel with the water tanks full though. We sort of just fill up before our next destination. That is going to be.
To do at the moment.
Yeah, for some reason we keep forgetting to top up the tanks before we get to where we're going.
So we keep getting set up and then going.
Yeah, having to put the caravan back on and go and get water. But anyways, I think our next investment will be a 12-volt pump. Because when we are like camping next to freshwater creeks, we have 200 litres of water which lasts us about 3 or 4 days. We can make it last 7 if we're scousing on it, but we like to be comfortable. So I think our next purchase will be a 12-volt pump for about 20 metres of hose. So when we do pull up next to a creek and we want to camp somewhere for a good week or so, we can just pump the water out of the creek straight into the caravan. Because at the moment, when we run out, we have to drive back to the nearest town and fill back up the water. And then we'll go back to camp again. So I guess a little bit more fuel, expensive. Might be 80 bucks or so for 12-volt pump, but at the end of the day, it's going to save us a lot of money in the long run, save us driving to and from town all the time. But yeah, today we checked out thermal pools here in Mataranka. It was awesome. Kim's a bit scared of the water, so she wasn't too happy with it. However, we went down to the local BP and they actually sell noodles and floaties. So she's happy now.
Well, we'll see. I'm hoping it makes me happier.
But yeah, we're just chilling out tonight, having a bit of bush telly. And then we're going to get the doggies fed. Hey Glenn, how you doing? Thanks for tuning in. Sorry guys, I had the camera flipped so I didn't really see all these comments till now.
When did mullets
Hey Salamat, how you doing?
When did mullets come back?
Yeah, it's been a pretty good night. Good night to you too. If you're going to sleep, whatever you're doing, I don't know, but yeah. And Falcon, when did mullets come back?
It's not.
It's not a mullet, but
it's just long.
It's just long. It's been about 3 months since I've had a haircut now, so I'm due for another one. I was gonna get Kim to do me a bush job just with the trimmers, but she doesn't seem too happy about that, so. Yes, earlier we stocked up with the wood. We got the wood going. We pulled out the little
my favourite toy is the mini chainsaw.
The little 12-volt Zito, and it did the trick. We're actually charging up all the batteries now. Yeah, we got some hardwood and we got some good sticks and stuff. Not you, was just inquiring. Okay, no worries. But yeah, just having a nice one tonight, nice and relaxed. If you guys watched the video of the Mango Drop Winery, yeah, I've been stuck into the port. So yeah, I'm nice and mellowed out now, and yeah.
Is that what it is?
Ready for bed. Where are we? So we're in Mataranka. We're at the local caravan park here. Is it a caravan park or is it? What is it? Yeah, we're at the caravan park.
In an unpowered section.
Yeah, in an unpowered section. We just got the Jenny going. They allow Jennies to be ran, so yeah, we started off in Townsville. Living in heaven on one of, yeah, like, yeah, can't complain, Falcon. It's a pretty good life, man.
We worked hard for it though. It didn't just fall upon us.
Yeah, so I did 5 years in the military before leaving, and Kim did what, 4 years?
5 years in
5 years in healthcare as well, full time, saving up, getting all our ducks lined up and everything like that.
Pretty much did nothing for 3 years.
Yeah,
leading
literally
up to this, so we could save the money.
Didn't go out for dinners and stuff like that. Just saved as hard as we could. Missed out on a lot of things, unfortunately, but it is what it is. Priorities, I guess.
we had a goal. So.
Yeah, we've always wanted to travel Australia since we were young. Then when we got together 3.5 years ago,
We made the decision to go.
we decided one day if we stuck together, if we got through everything together, we'd eventually hit the road. And so yeah, we're on the road now, and no regrets. Obviously, life back home gets in the way. Kim's got a bit of stuff going on back home at the moment. Her grandma's not very well. So we're sort of...
Not very well.
Yeah, grandfather's not very well.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on, but we do have the Starlink, and we are able to just chuck out the Starlink, call back home on WhatsApp or whatever we need. Yeah, contact everyone. We always update everyone where we are each night, so if something goes wrong, parents, family, friends, and everybody knows where we are. Yeah, we also have a personal locating beacon. If something happens, you always got to prepare for the worst, I guess. It is a big bad world out there. At the end of the day, Australia's pretty good, thankfully.
Yeah, even if we just break down somewhere really remote, we can, for some reason, like the Starlink's not working or something, we can't contact anyone. We can just set the EPIRB off if we're in dire straits, I guess, and get help. So, thank you to my mum for buying us that one for Christmas, was it? Or
yeah, it was Christmas. Yeah.
for birthday?
Oh, it might have been your birthday, actually. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, it's a handy little thing.
Give you a bit of peace of mind.
Yeah, exactly. You never know when you're wild camping. You don't know who's out there or what's going to happen. So if something happens, you know, like it's tiny. It's probably like this big. Kim can like chuck it down her pants or a bra or something, and you know, if something does go horribly wrong, she's going to get located because of the beacon. You know, so we are well equipped. We do have some safety precautions. Unfortunately, I couldn't get my gun license before we left, unfortunately, but not much you can do about that. I wouldn't like to use it anyways. It's not something I would like to do.
We've got a pretty good security system anyway. We've got a pit bull.
We've been pretty good so far. Our dog isn't vicious whatsoever, but we don't let people know that when we're traveling. We just say, yeah, he's our security dog.
He growls a lot and barks a lot as soon as he hears something. Sorry, my shorts are very short. Yeah, he growls and barks as soon as he hears something outside the door, so everyone, pretty much without better knowledge, would think he's the most vicious dog on earth.
Yeah, we've had a lot of people say to us when we're up the tip, make sure you're wary of night time. People will go around and yeah, steal your stuff and all this. We haven't had a bad run-in at all since we started. We had a bad run-in at Rockhampton before we brought the caravan. We're just camping in the rooftop tent, and the dogs were actually outside underneath the awning, and a couple of people came over and tried to attack Copper and Sally while they're underneath the awning, and then, you know, it sort of hit us and realised that they aren't so safe just sitting underneath an awning, and not even from people. Like, they tried to throw spears and sticks and stuff at the dogs and rocks and stuff like that. One guy even came over homemade shiv trying to stab Copper. So I was up, you know, at like 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning, and I was like there pretty much.
The sun was rising.
Stopping the guy from getting up, and yeah, we're waiting there till like 6 AM for the police to come. So that was a bit of a bad experience.
It's pretty much the reason we got the caravan.
Yeah, another reason why we're like, oh, stuff it, we're gonna spend the extra money, get the caravan. You know,
everyone can be behind a locked door.
Yeah, like everyone's comfy behind a locked door. If something happens, we press the personal located beacon, and then help's on the way. So another perk of having the caravan. I feel like this country is happy to have you there. Sorry to hear about your grandma. Lost mine a few years back. One of the most blessed people I've ever met.
Very sorry for your loss. Mine, my grandma's been suffering with dementia probably the last 15 years. It's really just a matter of days, if not weeks now, till she passes. She got really sick about a week ago, and they've managed to stabilise her for now, but it's really just a matter of time now. But yeah, I'm very sorry for your loss. it was quite hard to be away knowing that that's happening. So.
Yeah, sorry for your loss, Falcon. I'm hearing you there. Grandparents are the most blessed people out there. Unfortunately, when my grandma was around, I didn't spend much time, you know, calling and checking up on my grandparents. So it's one of my regrets, is I wish I could go back and make sure I could give my grandparents a call. So always keep your family close. Don't take anything for granted, because you never know, one day they're going to go. And yeah, hold them close and love them while you can. Hence, that's another reason why we hit the road full time. You know, no matter, we were going to do this last year actually. We put it off for a year, purely because there was a lot of stuff going on at the time, and there was a lot of stuff going on this year as well. But you know, no matter what year you plan to go, there's always going to be something coming up. So we just said screw it and hit the road, and yeah, no looking back so far. It's been an experience. Yeah, it definitely brings out the best in you, I guess. You know, you got to make life the way you want it. Things don't just go to plan all the time. Yeah, we've been pretty good so far though, touch wood. I've serviced the car twice since we've been on the road. Yeah, all I gotta say is keep up your maintenance on your vehicle. One, know your vehicle. A lot of people, you know, don't even know how to take their own wheel off or change a wheel or anything like that. I just really feel that the Spirit on the Country are really happy with you doing what you are. Yeah, so we did have a flat actually. We had one flat since going up the tip and back. That was actually really good. Yeah, we got heaps of tyre puncture repair kits. I've never actually used one before on a car. I've used it on push bikes and stuff, and motorbikes and stuff like that. But yeah, it's just a bit of rubber. You stick it in between the needle, push it in, bit of rubber cement. It's just like a bung in your tyre, and then we also filled the tyre with tyre foam as well. Yeah, we've probably done over 1,000 kilometres now on the tyre, and it hasn't lost you know, any air or anything like that. So it was a pretty good repair, luckily. Didn't like pop or anything like that, because if it popped we would have had a lot more problems. But yeah, we try not to go anywhere over 90-95 kilometers an hour anyways, for fuel economy, but also as well safety reasons. If something happens, like a tyre pops, we're not gonna you know, end up swerving all over the road and fishtailing and then flipping the caravan and stuff like that. But yeah, just gonna give you guys a look at the fire again.
Papa, stay out of the bug. Papa, come on. Come on.
Yeah, so I actually don't know what happened to them people in the end. All I know is I was with one of the guys, and I was pretty much just trying to, you know, keep him seated and not get him from going away. When he was, you know, talking and carrying on, I actually went up behind him because I seen he was holding something, and he actually had a homemade chip in his hand. And thankfully for me, just, you know, with my background and knowledge, I kept my distance a bit, and it was a good thing that I did, because you don't know, any moment it could have went really south. He could have stood up and shivved me with it or anything. But yeah, I took advantage of the situation. When he wasn't looking, I grabbed it and threw it away. So I don't know if he got in trouble with the police or not. The police didn't tell us anything. We didn't get any follow-up reports or anything.
They took him off in an ambulance. Yeah, it was a big ordeal.
Not too sure. I think he might have been.
I think there was a lot of mental health issues.
Yeah, he had a lot of mental health issues. I know that. He wasn't all there. There was also a lot of people in the background as well that were causing trouble as well, but they sort of seemed to keep their distance a bit. I think the dog kept them at bay a little bit. a lot of them were like freaking out because the dog was going off. So I'm not too sure if he was. I think maybe he had a little bit in him, not too sure. I grew up in Innisfail and I was pretty much the only white kid in class, so I grew up with a lot of Indigenous people, Torres Strait Islander people and all that. And, you know, I get along with all them people, and I have nothing against them people. They're great people. Like, some of them boys would protect me with their life. And, you know, we live in a country where we're multicultural, and I think everyone should look out for each other regardless what skin colour you have. So yeah, just very thankful that it didn't get any worse. But you know, I'm for sure if we're around at the time and some people were hanging around, I'm sure if I went and asked for help they would have helped us. But it was at 1 o'clock in the morning, so it was yeah, it was just a shitty situation to be in. That's it, bro. We all bleed red. You know, I'm happy to help anyone out regardless of their skin colour. So, and I hope that they do the same for me as well. But yeah, we're very respectful. We always try to you know, chat with the locals and stuff like that when we get to places. But yeah. Hey, Brendan. Coppers.
Spotted a bug or something.
Over there. That's our big brave security dog, that one. What you doing, buddy?
Where's Snappy? Your toy?
Anyways, Kim has started the roast not long ago. Got a bit of roast going on. But yeah, we've got the oven going. We've got the Jenny going tonight. Oh, buddy.
Where's Snappy?
Oh. Yeah, while we're at the survey today, Kim got him a little crocodile toy. So
don't go in the dirt.
that's
I'm not allowed to touch it now.
That's his play toy at the moment.
Won't last long. He's already got a hole in it. What you doing, big girl? Come here.
Sally Bear.
Hello, big girl.
So this was the one that got sick. If you've been watching the videos,
She's all good.
she's all good now. She's back on the mend. She's giving me a good lick.
You hungry?
This is our non-security dog. This one. She just sits there and looks pretty.
She's good for cuddles.
She'll lick you to death, but the other one is a bit more of a security boy, so. But yeah.
Oh, you hungry?
She's ready for her dinner.
You hungry?
We've got some roast going, so
When
when the roast is done, we're going to put some on top of the kibble for her.
special?
And we noticed that the dog's gone off their kibble a little bit, so we've got beef broth for them, and we just put that on top of their kibble from now on, so gets them a little bit more interested in to eat their food. But yeah,
They're both fussy.
we're just waiting for that to cook up.
It'll be about 10 minutes.
Got about 10 minutes left, so we're just going to keep
Papa.
watching some more bush telly, and then
Come on.
we're going to head to bed and have a shower. Tomorrow we're going to go for a hike around Mataranka.
Copper. Don't eat anything. Both dogs have got a bad habit of eating stuff off the ground.
Yeah, we're pretty sure that's the reason why Sally got sick. But yeah, Don't give up, guys. The channel is very interesting. Thanks, Falcon. Yeah, we mainly just started the channel to document our journey and, you know, share a journey with people back home as well. I know we're very blessed to be able to do this, and not many people get to travel Australia, so that's why we want to also do the videos, bring you guys along with us from the own comforts of your own home. But yeah,
hopefully do something.
Thanks for the support, man, and you know, hopefully we can you know, cross paths one day and catch up, have a chat. But yeah, whereabouts are you, Falcon? Are you in Queensland, New South Wales, or? We're pretty much halfway up the Northern Territory now, so we're thinking about doing it. Oh, you're in Tasmania, yeah, right. Well, we won't be.
Met some people from Tassie.
We won't be in Tassie for what? A long time. Yeah, we won't be there until
next year.
Yeah, next year. But yeah, yeah. Thanks for the support, man. Thanks for following. It's awesome. Glad you enjoyed the content and all the rest of it. Yeah, we obviously don't just do YouTube. We do a lot of stuff in the background. We work as well as we travel. Yeah. So not just YouTube. We do a lot of stuff as well. Actually met a lovely couple from Tassie actually. When we were up in Mariba. They were travelling as well, so.
I've been doing it for a long time.
Okay, yeah, awesome. We're actually looking at doing a Aboriginal tour guide when we get up to Darwin. They take you out and do some mud crab hunting and take you barra fishing and show you some of the local cultural stuff and the significance of the lands and that around there. So and bush survival and stuff like that. So we're actually looking at doing a guided tour when we're up there. So I'm actually really looking forward to that. I like getting out and doing stuff like that. So it'd be awesome to get shown around by the locals and do it in a different state. But yeah, got a long road ahead of us so far. So yeah, we're only 2 months into a 12-month trip. So Kakadu is beautiful. Yeah, I thought the sunsets back home were good. The sunsets in the Northern Territory are awesome, especially inland Queensland as well. Weeper and all that, Mariba and all that. Where were we? Cobble Gorge. That was a beautiful sunset there. We have some shorts of the sunsets on our page. Yeah. How much longer?
Maybe give it another 5.
Another 5 minutes. Alright, well, dinner's almost ready.
It's just a little bit still, a little bit too rare.
Yeah, looking forward to it. I'm hungry. It's been a long day. Yeah. We haven't had much rain actually. The only rain we've really had was up the tip when we're going up the tip, up the PDR, up past the Archer River.
We had a lot of rain when we were in Cairns and Cape Trib.
Yeah, we had a bit of rain in Cairns and Cape Trib. But then again, we're in the caravan, so we don't really know unless we're outside. So we're pretty lucky and pretty spoilt. We can watch TV and do whatever in the caravan. So.
What else did we get rain? We had rain driving back down the PDR. We ended up covered in red.
Yeah, that was fun.
That was slip and slid all over.
We didn't get to show you guys that, but yeah, we were sliding all over the road, even in 4-wheel drive. So we're doing 40 k's the whole way down the PDR. Caravan was just solid red mud. Thankfully, a lot of it came off with the auto wash and the pressure gurney and all the rest of it. So
there's still a bit of a stain.
Yeah, there's definitely a little bit of a red stain all over the caravan.
We got like white stickers and they're not really white anymore.
Yeah, like just can't see it. It's too dark, but run your finger along the caravan. The red dirt seems to come off when you do it, but when you wash it, it doesn't seem to come off for some reason. But yeah, if you guys don't know, this is our caravan. It's a SUV Sahara 2025 13 plus HR, HR meaning hard roof. Pretty much a 14-foot, and then it has some toolboxes and stuff on the front. But yeah, so you walk in, you have your walk-in area. We also have some lights here. We don't really use them, but yeah, I guess if you're elderly and you can't see. Yeah, we have a couple of magazine pouches walking in, and we have some privacy lights. This door goes from security mesh screen, and then it has a hard door on the outside, so if it's nice and hot we leave the security door locked but leave the hard door open. Coming in, we got our TV up here, and then the dog's bed actually goes here, and they sleep here overnight time now, so they're nice and safe overnight time, and so are we because we're behind a locked closed door. Yeah, we pull the windows down when we go to bed, but leave the blinds open so we can get a little bit of fresh air. Basically, this is our indoor fridge. It's just a king setup, and then we have some drawers with all our food and stuff. And then yeah, we have the toilet, sink, mirror, and then we have like our towels and stuff, toilet paper, sunscreen, vacuum, more toilet paper, toilet cleaner and stuff like that. Our towels hanging up there. And then yeah, this is our shower, so it's quite big. It's probably enough room for 2 people side by side, but it does get quite squishy when you're showering. But yeah, we have the big head, and then we have the little shower head as well, like back home. And then we have our shampoo and that and there, and then we just have bottles of soap and stuff. When we travel, we put them down on the ground because they will fall off there and break. So we came up with the idea just to leave them there, and they seem to do really good there. But yeah, then we have a little fan exhaust up here as well, and you turn it either in or out. It either sucks the air in or out. Yeah, that's the shower. Then out here we have I guess like a seat where you can eat brekkie or whatever. All of our electrical stuff to do with the caravan is here, and then we also have another box out the back with like fuses and stuff like that. We've got stereo. Yeah, and then we have the aircon remote. The aircon, we have the 2 fans. We also have 2 more fans which are plugged into cigarette sockets inside there, and then we just set them up on the other side. Have like a little cupboard in there. We have clothes hangers and stuff up in there, and then we have our clothes in here as well. My side, Kim's side, and then we have a share side down the bottom. Then down here we keep our spare clothing and stuff like that. At the moment we just have a whole lot of junk here. Have a bit of stuff in there, my laptop and all that, and then I have my GoPro and all that set up in there. Here's our speakers for the inside. This is our lighting, one of the lighting modes you can have. And then we have some pigeonholes here for our shoes and stuff as well. And then yeah, this is 240 volts, so we can have hot water, kettle, toaster, whatever. And then we have like a little hanger in here. We don't tend to use this because in the canopy we actually have some clothes hangers. But yeah, we have a Queen Island size bed, so this thing is awesome. Can't complain, it's really comfy. Don't really need a hot shower in the NZ, just a bucket and a robe if there are too many crocs. Yeah. So I like the idea of showering in creeks if we happen to run out of water and stuff like that. But I haven't felt comfortable enough to be able to have a nighttime shower in a creek anywhere around here, so...
the only place we were remotely comfortable was McLeod River.
Yeah, McLeod River was alright, but...
but that was before Mariba, that wasn't even...
That was before Mariba as well, but... yeah. Like, we got a 2017 Holden Colorado pulling the caravan. And we have some boxes on the front here with all our stuff. And then this is our kitchen and all the rest of it here. And we have a fridge and freezer in there. And then this is a pull-down table.
Which we've never used.
We don't ever use this, unfortunately, but it's always there if we need it. And then our wraparound kitchen. So basically that all packs down flat and then it turns around and gets pushed back in here. And then this is our bread bin here, and we sort of like keep our sauces and bread and all that stuff in there. And then we keep our oven in the front box as well.
We don't use it all the time.
Yeah, we don't always use it, so, but yeah. Here's our lap sofa. So that's how far we've travelled already around Australia. We actually started in Townsville and we came down. Kim did a sailing race down there, came all the way back up. Yeah, and then we came across into here. We're not far from Darwin at the moment, just purely because of the situation with Kim's grandma. So, but yeah. One thing I gotta say about the car is we're probably due for some new tyres soon. There's probably only about 3 or 4 centimetres of tread left in them. Probably done over 100,000 kilometres on them tyres. Yeah, it's super cozy, man. Like, the caravan's awesome. And then we have this awning up here, which comes out with the press of a button. And also as well, if the roof's too high, what we do here is we undo this little fella here, and then this can actually come down on more of an angle again and keep the rain and that off us while we cook dinner and whatnot. And then we just have a mesh mat, so we're not standing in dirt all the time. I just recently rewatched Bush Tucker Man free on YouTube. Yeah, I've been watching a lot of Andrew Uckles and stuff like that. Just giving me some inspiration and ideas and stuff. But yeah. Anyways, our food's almost ready. I'm going to give you guys a quick look and then I'm going to head off. We got the roast and then we got the roast veggies. Made and prepared by Kim.
My first time doing a roast, so...
Yeah, first time doing a roast on the road.
Ever.
Oh, well, there you go. First time ever. I normally cook the roast back home. But yeah, on the road, Kim's doing it, so... But yeah, I'm going to get the dogs inside soon. The fire's starting to die now, we're out of wood. Get them inside. Get them a feed first before we feed ourselves. And then, yeah. So basically, all that stuff just goes in the canopy when we're travelling. Then all this sort of gets packed away. The 2 chairs go in the back of the canopy as well. Pretty much everything here goes tucked away inside, locked up, and then yeah, we close up the caravan and we're on our way. What would you think that is our biggest mistake we've made so far on the road? If we've made a mistake. I don't think we've made any mistakes. I think on the PDR probably went a little bit faster than we should have.
As in covering more ground, or
no, as in speed wise on the dirt. We definitely struggled on the dirt with braking because we're not used to towing such a heavy van or anything behind us at all. So having that 3 ton behind us while we're braking or going around corners, you really have to slow down. But yeah, what we're doing best, I think we are really good with our money. We don't eat out every night. We sort of are pretty strict, and we don't eat a lot of lunches. We actually make our own lunch, so in a sense we save a lot of money by not spending all our money on food.
I think we're really good at pacing ourselves as well. Like,
yeah, we're pretty good at pacing ourselves.
We move when we need to move, but we slow down when we need to slow down.
We sort of budget ourselves to a certain amount of money every fortnight, and if we hit that mark, we sort of just stay where we are until our next paycheck comes in from work or we're travelling. If not, then you know, we're still going to start going backwards. So yeah, I think the biggest thing while you're travelling is budget, having a plan. Not so much as where you're going to stay and what you're going to do, but a plan if money funds run out earlier than expected, and always have a spare backup box of food and water, because when you're out in the middle of nowhere, if something happens, like car breaks down, you're always going to have food or water until you can get help. So yeah, just always think ahead, always prepare yourself.
Yeah, like we've got a lot of long life food with us.
Yeah, we have a box of long life stuff. Well, we only dig into when we get sort of lazy on cooking dinners, but we will top that up again.
We used one soup each last night. It's the only time we've gone into it.
Yeah, so we got like tin soup, noodles and all that stuff, mac and cheese and all that stuff that's going to last a long time. And yeah, then we have our normal food
last as well. Actually, that we don't buy more food than we actually use. Like, we'll make sure we use everything up before we go and do a good restock.
If we stock up, we try to use the whole thing before stocking up again, because otherwise you're just buying food on top of food on top of food, and then the food that you have spare is never getting used. So I have to pee real bad. I've subbed. Hope you follow you on your blessed journey. Divine love, peace and protection to you all. You sharing, love you guys, and so does the land. Awesome. Thanks, Falcon. Appreciate it, man. Hopefully we'll see you in our videos and stuff like that. Take care of yourself as well. But yeah, everyone else, this is it for the night. Pretty much just wanted to go live while we're cooking dinner and having a fire. Was
cool, I promise.
Hoping for some more questions than that to get asked, but that's alright, don't worry about that, it's all good. We're only just starting. I'm sure we'll get more questions and that along the way. The biggest thing is with water and fuel, pretty much top up at every station you get to. Always keep jerrys on your car as well. Water wise, yeah, we have 2 jerrys in the canopy. So when we fill up the caravan, we don't use the caravan water for drinking water. We only use it for showering and washing up dishes, so we try to be scarce on the water. But yeah. Anyways, guys, there's a new video coming at Mataranka. We just finished editing the Gregory Downs to Daily Waters Pub. The video of us at Gregory Downs is an interesting one. You guys will like that. I'm sure you guys will like it. So go check that out. And yeah, keep you guys updated. We're sort of in a bit of a standstill at the moment, so we're not doing too much. But a new video will be up soon once we get to Catherine. Once we get to Catherine and get some footage there while we're there. Obviously, we don't film everything when we're at every place. So we're not, just so you guys know, we don't do everything. We just sort of do what we want, and then we want to sort of film what we want to film. We try to do stuff that's free and doesn't cost us money. So I know we are missing out on a lot of stuff while we're traveling, but money is a little bit scarce as well. So we don't have money to go waste and blow on stuff all the time. We try to do the free stuff around town. So I guess the channel's more about traveling on a budget and how to travel on a budget as well. It's not so much just go and travel Australia and spend all your money. It's very much traveling on a budget, you know. So
can you smell it, buddy?
We could have done it in the rooftop tent in the canopy. Definitely, easily could have done it. The only reason why we're not is because we wanted to be a little bit more comfortable. We had a little bit of spare change to spend. But yeah, definitely doable regardless if you have a caravan or not. Rooftop tent and that. Try and get an online job or something like that, or if not, you know, even back at home. Work full time, work for the year, build up a bit of annual leave, and then go do, you know, a month of travel. And just do each state. Like, you can do a month in Queensland, go back to work for a year, do a month in Victoria, go back to work. It's obviously going to take a long time to be able to travel Australia and see Australia, but it is still doable for everyone out there, regardless, you know, if you've got a lot of money or don't have a lot of money. It's still very possible, regardless of your situation. You know, so don't be afraid to get out there and give it a go regardless. But anyways, this fire's dying down. So that's going to die out We're just about ready to feed the dogs now and then eat ourselves. Dinner's ready, so stay up to date on socials. Thanks to everyone for the support and everything. We'll see you guys soon, and yeah, see you guys then.